But be humble.
Take your time.
I would like to be humble to the New Orleans Saints fans for a moment.
Okay.
Because I understand. I understand what it's like to have Dirk Cutters. And I understand what it's like to have Lovie Smiths. And I understand what it's like to just to go through absolute drastic effing change that just doesn't make sense whatsoever when you have at least some good talent on the field to put out. And I just like I just say I'm humble because I see what Nicole is finally saying with this coaching staff. And I kind of agree with her. Whereas much as I always want to see the Saints go like 0-17 for the rest of my life, just like I never want to see the Maple Leafs win a cup until I die.
We don't talk about that.
Exactly.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah, exactly. That at the same time, it does not feel good. It does not look good that this team's talent is currently sitting at 4-8. It does not make sense that Dennis Allen, if he was the rightful heir to lead this team after Sean Payton, there's absolutely no way in hell that him and his leadership, because that goes on him and the GM too.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'd just be no effing way whatsoever that Jameis Winston and Andy Dalton, someone's going to clip this and use this against me in like 7 years. Two very proven quarterbacks who have gone to not only Pro Bowls, but have gone to playoffs, at least with Andy Dalton. Jameis never did, and have thrown for 5,000 yards. They know how to read systems. Could you please, for the love of God, help these Saint fans actually see a good team perform? Yep. I don't understand how Dennis Allen can't do it. And I know some people are going to be like, "And you're supposed to be humble. Don't take shots." I'm not taking shots.
No, that's fine.
I'm actually joining a lot of other Saint fans.
Understanding this.
Yeah, yes. Like I'm understanding of this. I've been there before as a Buccaneers fan with some of these coaches. I understand the pain. And listen, I don't feel good seeing the Saints like this either.
There's a lot of fans revolting right now with the coaches, and I know it's hard to live up to Sean Payton, but it is also too, and being like, I don't know, it's sad to be a Saints fan, but thank you for being humble.
Not a problem.
My humble moment. Okay, it's gonna go a little bit like this. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Gimme more. Gimme more. I'm trying to be Britney Spears. Gimme more. So yeah, DJ Moore, bam, 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 from the South Carolina Panthers. Number 2, wide receiver. So yeah, he got a touchdown in the game. And also too, like there's some pretty good stats coming out from him. Oh, now you got in my humble moment.
Oh. Getting too excited. Yeah. Getting way too excited here.
Yeah, you're DJ Moore. I gotta tell you, man, great. He did. He had a total of 103 yards, and his average was 25.8 yards a carry. So, I mean, that's huge. I also wanted to shed some light on him that he's the only NFL wide receiver with at least 12,000 scrimmage yards in each of his last 3 seasons. This is a stat from last year, I know, but still pretty amazing. And in his franchise, he's joined Steve Smith Sr. and Greg Olsen as only players with three straight 1,000 yards receiving seasons. So, yeah, got to give him props. You got a good dude on your team, man.
No, absolutely. He balled out. But you know what? Mr. Sean Spencer, I want to hear your thoughts on this week. I want to hear what happened.
Okay. Elephant in the room. There always seems to be quarterback issues in Carolina.
Okay.
Baker Mayfield. Sent him, sail, bon voyage. He now is with the Rams, who incidentally have a worse record than us. So So I don't know if
We
that's
touched on
better.
that. Did you
worse.
catch that, by the way?
Yeah,
What
I
we
thought
said
a
about
little
it?
bit. Yeah. So that's that's one thing. But shout out to DJ Moore because he was saying he talked to Baker before he left, and Baker was obviously nobody wants to get moved, especially when you just got brought in that year. Then this is just a laundry list of guys that is leaving. I had a clip that I was going to play a couple weeks back where it was CMC and Robbie Anderson when the 49ers and the Cardinals played. You just see them both high-fiving each other, and I can just imagine them being like, "You got out of Carolina? Oh, me too, buddy. Yeah, good job, buddy. Good job." Like, I just, they both got out. Now Baker is out with the Rams and everything. Look, we still have pieces. We were able to get the W a couple weeks ago against the Broncos. I don't know if that's saying so much because of how much they've been struggling all year, but it still was a W. We have a couple of matchups. Look, this season could end decent for us. I mean, somehow, some way, we're not out of the hunt. I mean, maybe the playoff hunt, but I don't know. Look, shout out to all of the guys. Shout out to this guy down here because I was ready. I was ready in the comments, and then as soon as it hit that 4-minute mark, it was just, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I don't know if anybody else has covered it in this week. Has anybody else said Tom Brady, the GOAT, for their humble?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay, you
go,
did?
No, you can go ahead.
Go
That's
for
fine.
it.
That's fine.
Oh, please go right ahead.
Oh, please, let me sip my milk, my Tommy milk.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. Not to add on any accolades that he doesn't already have. We already know he's sitting on a mountain of them. But look, we could be here all day and all night reading all the facts and the stats and X, Y, and Z. But when it comes down to it, if you have $1 million to play for the rest of your life and you need somebody with 3 minutes to play on the clock,
that's your guy.
You get Tom Brady. Period. He's just the greatest. Like, he's the greatest. I can't even argue it. But you know what? I will slide over. Since somebody did say that, I will shout out your linebacker, Levante David. Is he okay? Because I know he had got hurt towards the end of the game.
I think he's going to be okay. I haven't actually seen any updates on that today, but that is something that I did actually want to check and I had forgotten about. So thank you for that.
Yeah, he played an outstanding game, 12 total tackles. 10 of them were solo tackles. He had a sack. I think he had like a forced fumble or something. I'm sorry, I'm just catching up to a lot of this stuff, but
all good.
I mean, played absolutely amazing. And I watched that game, and the thing about it was, if you looked at it from a certain angle, it's like, oh, well, here we go again. Like I'm sure all of you said. The game is the Saints are just running. The Saints have their number. We talked about that on Let's Talk Football yesterday. They continue to have their number, but I don't know. I mean, that defense held them to a certain point.
Yep.
And I don't mean to do this. I love that, you're on so many different shows and you're with us today, Nicole, but the name of the game last night was missed opportunities.
I know.
Because those 3 field goals should have been 3 touchdowns. At the very least, 1 or 2 of them should have been it. You got the Landry where he tries to go for the one-handed catch instead of putting 2 hands on it where he could have got in. You got the one that they caught it short and Taysom couldn't get the first down and they had to kick. Dalton played a decent game, but that defense for the Buccaneers, absolutely led by Levante David, it just kept them in the game.
Sean, isn't like kind of tie into what you're saying? Is that not really like the theme of the NFC South is missed opportunities? In all fairness, that's all I've really seen, right? It's missed opportunities on the Falcons. It's the Bucs depleted O-line from injuries. It's QB troubles with Carolina and New Orleans Saints. Like literally, that is the theme of the year in the NFC South is missed opportunities.
Well, look, at the end of the day, I mean, look, you're right. And I got to say this because I didn't get the opportunity to say it. I'm not going to come here and gloat. I know I got the Falcon up here next to me. We did get the W, but I'm going to be honest with you. You didn't lose that game because of Marcus Mariota. You lost that game because of play calling. Look, in my opinion, Marcus Mariota was running all over us. Cordero Patterson, Hyler Algier, these guys were running all over us. The fact that you guys ran two pass plays on the goal line, it didn't make sense to me. It did because even the play before the first pass, we tried to get him in the backfield. Marcus Mariota broke out of that. I mean, I thought he should have just ran it. Like I don't get. But look, it's right. Missed opportunities have definitely been the name of the game. We are 4-8. We could very easily, at least be where you guys 5-7, 5 and some of that number. But I got to shout it out. I'm being humble. Shout all hail to my guy, Mr. NSD, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I was one of the ones that had the stake and was ready to put it in. But hey.
Sorry, I was. Yep. Everybody. Everybody. You know how many times I looked at my phone when we were down 16-3, and I'm like, and I was gonna say this first. I see Nicole's name, and she wasn't even chirping. I just literally see the first thing I saw in the group chat was Nicole, and that's what got me. I was just like, you know what? Everyone's getting it tonight if we come back from this. Every single person, every last one. I'm like, why is Chris of all people right now on my side? I'm like, out of everybody right now, Chris is like, oh, Andrew really hates this. It's like, no duh, buddy, no duh.
I knew I'd be eating my words as soon as I posted my little picture.
Oh, that's right. You got to be careful.
Wow.
As soon as I
NFL goes.
As soon as I bet $20, I knew. I'm like, I shouldn't have wrote it down. I shouldn't have wrote it down.
Wait, hold on. First of all, you're a gambler too, aren't you?
So at work, I've been betting quite a bit. I'm actually like 8-2 in my bets at work. So.
Okay, well, we're gonna add like I'm gonna add you to the gamblers chat. That's like a bunch of us were just like we throw picks in there and stuff like that. Which if you guys want to let me know and stuff like that.
Yes.
But okay, I'll throw you literally here in a second. But that in there, Sid had put a picture of a parlay that said under 41 points, which I kind of said was probably gonna happen. I'm like, more than likely that's gonna happen. But it was Saints money line. And I'm like, you son of a guy. And he put it in there like halfway through the fourth or like right at the beginning of the fourth period. And I'm like, I hope they come back, boy. Oh, I'm gonna come with receipts. So yeah, it was a fun roller coaster of emotions yesterday, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Thanks for watching. If you like that clip, be sure to check out the other great content from the Let's Talk Football community. And as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when more great content like this becomes available.